Good evening, everybody. Just doing a random live stream here. And that light's not helping, is it? Let's try something different. I think I'll just deal with what it is. Yeah, it's, what is it? It's 9:42, 20 to 10 here in central Minnesota. And I just figured I'd do a live stream just for the fun of it. So here I am. There's nobody even watching me yet, so I'm just going to wait. Well, actually, there's 10. There's 10 people. Hey, Jason. Wow, 10 people showed up awful quick. That's crazy. That's really weird. How you doing, Jason? That's good to see you. You're just sitting around doing a whole lot of nothing, too. Oh, and my former student, Nate Kimmes. How are you, sir? Good to see you. We haven't seen you around for a long time. Yeah, hope. and I believe that's Dorian, I think. Am I right? I believe it is, Mr. Eatsy. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Doing good. Good for you. Hey, Tom. Good to see you. My goodness sakes. We're getting all kinds of people showing up, watching a movie with the kids, huh? We just finished watching Lego Masters with our kids, and then we sent them to bed. We make that a weekly tradition when we can. Hey, Kevin. Howdy. How's things going? Nate, are you working anywhere else other than the farm? You got a job somewhere doing something? Miss Cottsmith. Oh, my goodness sakes. Even you're on my live stream. I think this is a first. How are you doing, Kira? Man, goodness sakes, you guys. I got 3 former students on here. All my biggest fans. and my auntie Eva. Wow. This is crazy. How you doing, Auntie Eva? How's things going in Wisconsin? Oh, man. No job yet, honey. Lots of places hiring, especially if you're good with your hands, which you are. I am sure you could find any kind of job, manufacturing, putting stuff together, whatever type of job you can think of. Fans, no air conditioning. Oh, it got hot here today, finally, for the first time in a while. It's been a little bit cool, which has been nice. Weather-wise, it's been nice. Not for me, though. Let me tell you what I've been up to, guys. I'm in summer school. I have to take some college classes right now, and it is not fun. I am too old to be going back to school to get another degree. But I'll tell you what's going on. I have to acquire my health teaching licensure. I don't have that. I've been teaching it on a variance for several years. In Minnesota, you can get a 2-year variance. My 2-year variance has only lasted 8 years. It's the way it is. So I am forced to go get that health licensure if I want to continue to teach health, which I do because I enjoy it. So that's the rule. Surprise Saturday Night Live. That's right, Chad. Just I got bored. You've been doing some farming and trap shooting. That sounds like a great time, Nate. You're always having fun. Oh, yeah. Chad, I still don't have a 0-turn mower. I'm still working on that, in case you wanted to know. Yeah, no one's reached out to me yet. And I've reached out to several different places, but I think my timing is absolutely horrible because, as you know, any manufacturer of anything right now is selling as fast as they can because everybody's buying stuff. So for anybody to say, hey, would you like to try out this 0-turn mower and promote it on the channel? Nobody's doing that. So I'm just going to have to kind of wait it out and see what happens. Because I really don't want to buy one if I don't have to. You know what I mean? Yeah, the G1800s, I wouldn't mind one of those. I need a dedicated lawnmower. I've finally come to the conclusion I need a dedicated lawnmower because I really want to be able to bring the tractor up north, have both of them up there. for an extended period of time, not just a weekend or a week or whatever. So that's the plan. Working on your trucks. What kind of trucks are you driving now, Nate? I know they're Fords. You're a smart kid, right? Auntie Eva, are you still there? What are you up to tonight? Playing on Facebook? She's always on Facebook, you guys, all the time. If I ever comment on her post of hers, she's like, well, that, she's got it. Comments right back. I'm on Facebook though, all the time too, or YouTube. Individual brakes on my BX. Individual brakes on your BX. No, I do not have left and right brakes on my BX. I think that's what you're talking about. No, the BX series doesn't have that. The B series does, though. I think. Yeah, it does. The B series has brakes. You guys, you see my new decals on my tractor yet? I'm not supposed to talk about those, by the way, because my wife made them and she's really afraid of the copyright issue. She's probably upstairs watching me right now on this live stream. So we're going to not talk about that. Not a good idea. The Bad Boy Mower. I've heard they're pretty good. How long have you had yours, Tim? Bud New Husky. Okay. Husky. Hi, Jason Miller from Kentucky. How are you, sir? You're crocheting an American flag. Oh, cool. That's pretty neat, Auntie. Wow, my daughter still sleeps with her purple blanket every single night that you made for her when she was born. She loves it. She can't sleep without it, so it goes everywhere we go. Oh, Ben, you're in Disney World? Are you for real? I did see that thing where you're getting on a plane, and you were a little bit worried that the mechanic that had to come fix your plane was like in a 95 Chrysler minivan showing up. and I had to think at the time, I'm trying to find the picture of what I'm doing. I had to think at the time, I mean, wow, if any mechanic can keep a Chrysler minivan going from, who knows, probably early 90s, maybe it was even the late 80s, they can keep that thing going. They probably know a thing or two about being a good mechanic. Yeah, it's buried deep in my feed, Ben. I'm never going to find it, but if I do, I'll show it. If I just go to your channel, that would help too. K&H Tractors. Any of you guys watch Biff Baffario? No, Mike Baffario, who goes by Biff. Biff's Tractors, Biff's Equipment. Biff's Equipment is his channel. Anybody see that today? I watched that this morning. Let me know if you saw it, because his name is Mike, and Mike has a BX. Has a BX25. Yeah, it's a BX25. And I've never seen anybody operate a front end loader as good as this guy. It takes some skill. I've had plenty of experience with a front end loader on a BX, and I make mistakes. I'm not a professional. I make mistakes all the time, trying to find the right spot, trying to find bucket level and moving. But Mike makes it look like it's second nature to him. He's a surgeon with a front end loader. I'm pretty sure he could do surgery with a front end loader. Yes, a minivan mechanic. Yeah. Oh, hey, what's up, neighbor? My neighbor's watching. How's it going, meat? Oh, that's funny. I told him to subscribe to the channel. Nice to see you. Every once in a while, we do a live stream on the channel. And right now, I decided I was kind of bored. My wife was being boring, so I figured I'm going to go downstairs, do a live stream, take a picture of it when I'm done. All right, that'll be super cool. How big is that flag going to be? Is it huge, small? I don't know. Let's see. Peterson Farms of Nashville. I have an Elite and a Maverick. Both have been great. We're talking 0 turns, right? I believe that's what you're talking about. Yeah. He's a very good operator. I can highlight these. I forgot. There we go. 60 outdoors. He's watched Mike before. Yep. Nate says that those Chryslers are good vans. Uh-huh. Well, what was I going to do? I was going to show Ben's picture. I'm sorry, this is very, very random and kind of just, how come I can't find your channel, K&H Tractors? What's going on? Haven't I been watching you for a while? What's going on here? Oh man, I'm going to have to type it in. This is taking me a while. It's like it doesn't even exist. All right, I'm going to give up. 22 people. My goodness. 22 people checking out the live stream. I was going to make this live stream public so you guys could join me and jump in and we could chat. Would you like to do that? I don't know exactly how to do that, and I don't know if I can do that. The only reason I mention it is because I know that Ed has done it. You guys all know Ed from My Cluttered Garage. He does it from time to time. Any of you guys, if you'd be interested in joining me tonight, let me know. I'll share the link to this if that's possible. I don't know if it is, but I'll try to figure it out. Otherwise, it's just me talking to myself and answering comments. 11 years for the bad boy. It only replaced the blades. Keep the oil change. Pro model. I've heard those bad boy mowers are pretty good. Another mower I'd like to try out are those Ferris mowers. They look like they're built really well. Or the X-Marks. Those X-Mark mowers are pretty good. Mountain Dew. It's going to keep me awake all night. Okay. So, a few weeks ago, when was it? Early, that was mid-June. June 16th, 17th. Yeah. The family and I, we took off. We got out of town. We went all the way out to Colorado. And what a beautiful drive it is going into Colorado. This isn't our first time. We've been out there a few times, but this was the first time with the kids in the car. 2 kids in the Ford Explorer. And we made a trip out of it. We went all the way out to Grand Junction, Colorado was our destination. I got 2 sisters, okay? Both of them decided to live in Grand Junction, Colorado. I mean, they've been all over the place, but that's kind of where they've landed, in that area, you know, in the general area of Grand Junction, Colorado. And both of my sisters just had babies not too long ago. When were these babies born? April? Yeah, April. And then, yeah. Anyway, they're 15 days apart from each other. 15 days. So I have a brand new niece and a brand new nephew, and we had to go out and meet the little babies. So we had just a wonderful time. We packed up the kids. We got them in the car, and we drove. Our first night, actually, we didn't leave till we left at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday, whatever day that was. Because we had to wait for the kids' swimming lessons to be done, right? We had them signed up for swimming lessons, so we had to wait for swimming lessons to be over. So at 8 p.m., we decided, let's go. I mean, we might as well leave now. The kids will sleep in the car, and maybe we'll make it to Sioux Falls. So Sioux Falls for us is 3 hours away. So we drove to Sioux Falls, found a hotel room, spent the night. So short little drive. Well, the next day, we decided that we're going to go through South Dakota. We're going to see some of the attractions. And get this, guys. We made it through South Dakota in less than 24 hours, and we made the most of it. First of all, we stopped at Wall Drug. And if you've never been to Wall Drug, it's almost in the middle. Now it's more on the western middle part of South Dakota. And it's this middle of nowhere little town that has this. It actually started as a pharmacy, but now it's just a ginormous tourist trap with restaurants and little shops all over the place. I did post some pictures. Yeah, that's right, Ben. I did post some. I still have a lot of pictures to post yet. and I want to make a video on this, but I just haven't got around to it. So we stopped in Wall Drug. We had lunch, and it worked out well because it was lunchtime. So quick stop at Wall Drug. And then we figured, all right, our plan was to go to the Reptile Gardens in South Dakota. And I don't know if you've ever heard of Reptile Gardens, but it is the largest collection of reptiles in the world. So you got lizards and snakes and tortoises and alligators and any kind of reptile you can think of. It was at Reptile Gardens. So we did that, spent about 3 hours there. When we were happy. We saw everything we wanted to see, including the snake show. It's poisonous snakes crawling all over the place. And I get like the heebie-jeebies from snakes, so that wasn't very fun. So, excuse me. And then after that, we decided we're going to go to Bear Country, USA, because that's like right up the road from Reptile Gardens. So we figured, all right, we'll do that. In fact, our initial plan was, I'm not a fan of things that slither either. Our initial plan was Reptile Gardens, and then we'll spend the night in Rapid City or within the vicinity. But our kids were still being good, so we figured, well, we're going to take advantage of it, and we decided that we're going to Bear Country. It's a drive-through bear exhibit, okay? So you can drive through, and there are bears walking right up to your car and sniffing your tires and everything. Yeah, I'm not a snake fan. So there's bears, there was elk, there was timber wolves, and there was mountain goats. And you had to cross with the drive-through exhibit part. You had to cross like these cattle guards. You know how they have like these pipes going across the road where cattle won't cross? Well, these animals wouldn't cross either because they happen to electrify the crossing. So the timber wolves could not go across and eat the goats, which they were right next to each other. And it was hilarious because there's these nice little cute little baby goats, and there's these timber wolves just licking their chops like, those look delicious. But they couldn't go get them because they would have got a good shock if they would have tried to cross the cattle guard. Oh, anyway, if you had never been to Reptile Garden or Bear Country, they have improved it immensely since last I haven't been there since I was probably 15, 14 years old when I was there last. So years and years ago. But since then, they've improved it. They have this nice little walk-through zoo where you can see every other little rodent animal that ever has wandered in the Midwest, like gophers and porcupines and badgers. And then they have this little bear cub exhibit, and these little bear cubs are running around and climbing little trees. And it was fun. It was really neat to see. So I would highly recommend, if you go to South Dakota, Bear Country USA is worth the stop, especially if you got kids with you, because they'll love it. So our kids, the kids that we had that day, I know that they were biologically our children, but they didn't seem like our children that day because they were getting along and they were having fun. And we kept it going, instead of finding a hotel after Bear Country, we'll go to Mount Rushmore. So we went and we saw Mount Rushmore, and my wife had never been there before, and the kids were pretty excited, and we've been talking it up on the drive. And so they got to see Mount Rushmore, and I don't know, we spent an hour and a half there. By the time we were done with Mount Rushmore, it was probably, hey Bobby, good to see you. Thanks for popping in. By the time we got done with Mount Rushmore, it was probably about 8:30, 9 o'clock. And of course, at that time, every single hotel room within a 50-mile radius had been booked unless we wanted to spend $400 a night at some fancy place, right? We weren't going to do that. So we decided we'll just get in the car. I wasn't all that tired yet anyway. Just get in the car and keep driving. Well, we drove into Wyoming, and we ended up in this little tiny town in Wyoming called Lusk, Wyoming, Lusk, Wyoming, middle of nothing, right? I don't know how long it was to Lusk, Wyoming. It was probably 3 or 4 hours. No cell signal either. So if we would have broke down or something, we would have just been Upper Creek. And I think we saw about 4 or 5 cars the entire drive to Lusk, Wyoming. And so we made it out there, and then we continued our adventure into Denver the next day, and then we got into Grand Junction, had some fun with my sisters and those new little babies, and of course, my mom is out there because they got to have grandma, right? Grandma's got to be out there taking care of these babies too. So she's out there, she's having a good time. She's staying very busy, that is for sure. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on in the chat here. Oh, Tim, Western New York. Okay. Like the Roadrunner and the Coyote cartoon. Yeah, it was yeah, it was like that. The Timberwolves and the what were they? The little mountain goats. Yeah. Eastern New York. Let's see. I'm just reading in the chat here. The Coyote messed up every time. He sure did. Oh, I miss that show. I don't get that. I know you can watch. Where can you watch the Coyote and the Roadrunner anymore? Is it on any channel? I think I've seen it on Boomerang TV, but we don't get that. Is there any other option? We have YouTube TV. That's what we subscribe to. Which, by the way, I love it. YouTube TV is great. If you're looking for an alternative way to ditch the cable, highly recommend YouTube TV. So, pictures from the vacation. Should I see if I can find any? Well, let me see here. Oh, I know what I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you our whole family picture that we had taken, because my sisters figured, well, as long as we're all out in Colorado, we might as well have a nice formal family picture taken. So that is what we did. I'm trying to find the one with all of us. Give me a moment, guys. There's a bunch of us. I don't even know if that's any good. There we go. This will work. So I'm going to hold this up, if I can line it up. And you can see me. I'm the giant tall guy in the back. And there's my mother in the middle, sitting on the chair. Next to her is my brother-in-law, Eric, and my brother-in-law, Alex. And then off to, let's see, which way do I point? Way over here. That's my sister, Molly. It's my sister, Megan. Molly's holding baby Lowland, and Megan is holding baby Christian. And I'm holding my kid, Brindley, and my wife's next to me, and in front of me is Brielle. So that's where we were, Grand Junction, Colorado, getting pictures taken. See if I can get it. You guys want to see some up closes of the babies. There's my sister Molly and baby Lowland. Aren't they cute? Aren't they just adorable? Let's see if I can find one of them. Megan and Christian. So many pictures. So many. Oh, all right. Here's Megan and Eric and baby Christian. So I'm an uncle. First time I've ever been an uncle. So that's kind of fun. Fun to be an uncle. I can't wait to be goofier and funnier and give them a quarter and tell their parents to bring them to the Dairy Queen and stuff like that. It'll be fun. Let's see what's going on. Oh, so Tim, you're going to cut some firewood in the morning. I have been meaning to get up to the land up at Yukon Acres, right? Which we now own only 80 acres. That is a done deal. The neighbor owns the other 40. If you've been paying attention to the channel, we sold part of it. So that's a done deal. And we're happy that we just closed on the deal. That was the goal. That's what we want to do. Mr. Larry Cluck from Isanti, Minnesota, I believe, if I'm correct. Good to see you, sir. Thanks for popping in. This live stream is doing all right. 27 people now. Wow. Oh, goodness. Let's see. K&H, you are wanting to take Clayton and Yarnell, Arizona, and the Granite Mountain Hot Shot Crew. Oh, that would be cool. That would be neat to see the Hot Shot Memorial. Yeah. Yeah, I have not seen that movie. I've been told that I should see it. So I will do that eventually. Let's see. Fire up the Echo 620p. Echo makes a good chainsaw, and they make great power equipment. Don't you guys agree? You get any of you? I know. Hey, I know, Larry. You have an Echo, don't you? Or is Tim telling you to fire up the Echo 620p? Larry, what Echo chainsaw do you have? I remember watching one of your videos. I think it was a 590. Am I right? Or was it a little different? I don't know. But I've been super impressed with my Echo chainsaw. That thing has so much power. Just doesn't stop. Used Stihl for years too. Yeah. I've never used a Stihl chainsaw. Husqvarna, I've used lots of those. And maybe I did use a Stihl, actually. Now that I think about it, I think I did. But man, this Echo is just as good, if not better than all of them. And for the money, I bought my Echo chainsaw for $300, brand spanking new. It's 59 cc's, and it's got a 20-inch bar it came stock with, and I actually have a 24-inch that I like to put on sometime and just see how it runs it. But, yep, we're talking chainsaws. Oh, golly. Yep, 590. You love that chainsaw, I bet, don't you, Larry? Isn't that great? It just snorts. It just goes and goes and goes. Yeah. Do you have you tried anything other than a 20-inch bar that it came with, or are you gonna? Yeah, Husqvarna's make good ones too. I'm not gonna argue that Husqvarna and Stihl are good chainsaws. They're great. They have a reputation. They've been around a long time. They know what they're doing when it comes to making a chainsaw. But man, I'm knocking on the back door is Echo, and they are a competitor, like a serious competitor. And I don't think people are taking them serious enough. But I think they're priced just right, where you're gonna see Echo chainsaws start going up in price, because people are gonna start buying those over the Stihl and the Husqvarna. People are gonna start going to Echo. It's a better cost. They're just as good. That's my opinion. I think they're just as good. I'm sure the professionals out there might disagree, but man, they're good. Larry, like, I got the 24-inch bar and I haven't used it yet, but I did see somebody on a YouTube channel use a 30-inch bar, and they were cutting a big, huge oak log. You know, it was like a 30-inch oak log, and it just went right through it. It's with the 590. So I can't remember who that was, but I did see it, and I know it was a legit video. Yeah. I have really found that, I've always have used an 18-inch bar on the chainsaw, which works. It's okay. It's good enough for the trees that are around here. We don't have any huge trees. But when you're bucking up a log on the ground, boy, that 20-inch bar is nice. And I can't wait to get the 24, because you're not bending over as far. It's so much easier. It doesn't have that kickback because there's enough weight out front. So it wants to keep on cutting instead of come kick you right betwixt the eyes. That wouldn't be good. Yeah, here Chad says, last while I was in the local rural cane, they were sold out of all chainsaws. Wow, all of them. I wonder if that is normal this time of year, or if there is a shortage of saws like cars and mowers, etc. I was just in our local fleet farm today because I had time to kill. I was actually looking for spray paint, and that's probably going to be a video you're going to see soon. But they had some chainsaws. They did not have any 590s, but they do carry Echoes, and they carry Husqvarnas, and they carry... What else do they carry? Well, they carry the DeWalt battery one. I'm not that impressed with the battery chainsaws quite yet, but I think they're coming around too. I mean, there's some good ones. Oh yeah, the Oregon makes an electric chainsaw. Any of you guys have an electric chainsaw? There's 22 of you in here. Somebody here has got to have an electric chainsaw. Tell me what you've got. You got to go eat, but maybe you'll come back. All right, Dorian. only going to talk about chainsaws, trucks, tractors, outside stuff. Anything else? Oh, let's see. Kevin, you have the 590 and a weed eater pole saw. I really want to get a pole saw. And I don't want to spend the money on a brand name. I don't even want to pay for the Echo pole saw because it's ridiculously priced. It's like $400 or something like that. And that's just for the attachment that goes on the power head, I believe. Or maybe it's the whole thing. It seems like it would be the whole thing. But yeah, that would be pretty handy. All right, let's see. I got to back up to the comments. Oh, what's this? An electric car, but no electric chainsaw yet? You have an electric car, Chad? Really? When did you get it? And has it ever been on the channel before? Or is this something new and I need to go watch your videos because I haven't seen it yet? No electric chainsaw for Nate, none for Tim. Gas all the way. Mike Morgan has one. Yeah, I know. Mike Morgan gets all the fun toys. He does. He does, that guy. He's got an electric steel. He's got to deal with steel, I think. Diesel. Hey, diesel chainsaw, right, Nate? Oh, you got a Chevy Volt, huh? Wow. I'd say, yeah, you are an early adopter because those are one of the first electric cars that kind of went to the consumer level. I think that you could kind of go to the dealer and buy. Have you had any troubles with that Chevy Volt, Chad? Has it had any issues at all, or just has it been running just awesome? Let me know. I'm interested because I still see them on the road. So I'm assuming they still work. They're still holding up. They should, right? Electric car, diesel truck, both ends of the spectrum. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, I need a new truck. I need a new truck, Nate. You got a truck for me? Oh, yeah. Yeah. 1965 Chrysler Turbine. Wow. That's pretty neat. That's cool. And you still running that? That's awesome. I think I decided on the type of truck that I need. And of course, it's going to be a Ford. And I thought that I was going to need the 3/4 ton. And Nate, I know you're going to be disappointed. And then I started looking at 1 tons because they're kind of the same thing. I don't need one of those. I can't justify that. I cannot justify a 3/4 ton truck. It's not in the cards for me yet. But my 99 F-150, which has a maximum towing capacity of only 7,900 pounds, is not cutting it for me. I need something more. And the Ford F-150 with the 3.5 EcoBoost engine tows 13,000 pounds. That's almost twice as what my truck does now. That's what it's rated for, you guys. 13,000 pounds. That's a V6 even. It's just crazy. Yeah, my truck is still new, but it doesn't tow anything. It's just a wimp when it tows anything. Oh, so I figured if I can find one, I think that's what I'm going for. I think I'm getting the 3.5 V6 engine. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. But I'll tell you what, we have that same engine in our Ford Explorer. It's the 3.5 liter. And right now they've got them tweaked at this point where they're putting out, what is it? 300, I think it's 370 horsepower. I think our Explorer has 360 horsepower. So they're able to find 10 more horses somewhere in the trucks or that engine or whatever they did. Anyway, that Ford Explorer is awesome. I towed my dump trailer with that the other day. Did you guys see the picture that I put on Facebook? I bet you've never seen a Ford Explorer hooked up to a a dump trailer. How come I cannot find my pictures today? What is going on? Goodness gracious here. I know I had it. What did I do with it? Shoot. I'm losing. Oh, I bet I know what happened. I got a new phone. See this? This is the iPhone 12. I had to transfer some pictures, and I don't think that some pictures that were in the cloud up there, I don't think they all got on my new phone. That's what's going on. Yeah, so, all right. Yeah, I think it's going to be a V6. That is what mine is, video. Yeah, V6 twin turbo. Yeah, man, that's what we got in the Explorer, and it's awesome engine. It really has plenty of power. Towed that dump trailer, no problem. It towed it empty. I mean, I had my back blade in the back of it, but so the trailer itself, I believe, is 2,200 pounds, and the back blade's probably 300. So 2,500 pounds, let's say. I was towing 2,500 pounds with the Ford Explorer. I could barely tell it was back there, other than it made it squawk a little bit. But the engine had no issue at all towing that thing. And it was great. And then when we are up in the mountains, up in Colorado, you're up at 9,000 feet sometimes in some of those towns. No turbo lag at all. The oxygen gets a little thin, right? No lack of power, nothing. It just, man, that was a comfortable vehicle to drive in. I really came to appreciate the Ford Explorer on this family vacation that we went on. And not just because it has the third row that you can put one kid in and the other kid in the second row and and the wife in the front, but it was just handled great. I couldn't be happier. Should have got a Samsung. Oh man, a Samsung phone. I had a Samsung computer monitor way back in the college days. And after the issues that I had with that monitor, I will never buy anything Samsung. They make good stuff, I promise. But it's like they just left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm not ever going to buy anything Samsung. Not going to happen. Which, speaking of Samsung, where was it? Was it Hank Hamilton's video? No, it wasn't Hank's. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was Hank Hamilton's video, I believe. He did a will it start on a Samsung excavator. Didn't know they made excavators or any kind of heavy equipment for that matter. So, not only do they make cell phones and washing machines and televisions, they make excavators. Did anybody else know that? Mr. Ovich, it's about time you showed up. My goodness, where you been? Have you been hiding in the background? You'll keep your 99 F350 crew cab long box 6-speed diesel with 89,000 miles as long as possible. You misspelled possible, but that's okay. 8,200 pounds. Love all 23, 8,200 pounds. Good for you. Good for you, Mike. You hold on to that. You got yourself a good truck there. Oh, yeah. My 99, however, has 58,000 actual miles. Yeah. Oh, Larry, we got the same phone. Oh, you got the Pro. Mr. Larry Cluck, you got the iPhone 12 Pro. I didn't get the Pro. I got the old standard version. I don't know. It was cheaper. I had the iPhone X before this, and I really love that phone. The iPhone X has been my favorite phone since I've had smartphones, which I've always had Apple phones. I did like the iPhone 6, though. The 6 was nice. Huge improvement over the 5. So, yeah, I went from the 6 to iPhone X. I don't think I had anything in between. So the X was great. I really don't see a whole lot of difference between the X and the 12. It's kind of the same thing. This does take better pictures, especially in low light conditions. So if you're looking for a camera that can take better pictures, the 12 is it. Or get the 12 Pro. You don't have any computer at home, huh, Larry? Well, how do you put your videos together on your phone then, Larry? Because you have a YouTube channel. Yeah. Hey, guys, if you're looking for a channel to go subscribe to, go subscribe to Larry's channel. He's great at answering comments, and I'm sure he would love the tractor. Or love the tractor. Love the traction is what I meant. So go check it out. You knew they made excavators, huh? Nader 3405. Well, aren't you special, man? I had no idea. I was really surprised. You do it all on your phone. That's pretty cool. I have never, and I should, because I know that iMovie is available on my phone, and I know that. I just have never ever created anything with iMovie on my phone, and I should try that sometime. You know, when I'm not near a computer and I'm somewhere else for a while. I've really been enjoying being able to put together a YouTube short. You know, if it's a video less than a minute, you can call it a YouTube short and throw it out to the world. And I put a short out last night, about, I don't know, 6 o'clock or so I published it. Or maybe it was a little earlier than that. And it was a video of me applying these new decals that we're not supposed to talk about on my tractor. This is it. It's all 23 seconds. So if you haven't seen this yet, it is on my channel right now. And I put these brand spanking new decals on my tractor. So what do you guys think of that? Look all right? Did I get your approval on that? So my thought was, so I made a little YouTube short, put it out there. Anyway, 1,300 people seen it already, which I don't know what it's up to now. But I noticed that Kubota had started using a brand new decal, a brand new style and a font. That's the new style, right? So 1.4 thousand now. 1,400 people have seen it. So they started using this new font, but they only use it on every tractor except for the BX. The BX gets the old decal still. I'm like, oh, that's not really fair. I figure they probably got a surplus of all of these old decals, and they're just going to throw them on the BXs until they run out, right? That's my thought. I'm sure we'll start to see the brand new decal on the BXs eventually. I don't know if it'll happen, but eventually. Nader thinks it looks good. All right. Only one you like so far. Are we talking about stickers on that? Peterson Farms in Nashville. I think your name's Phil, if I'm right. I believe it is. Yeah, we chatted before. Yeah, so anyway, I can't say that my wife made them, but she might have made those stickers. She's really worried about this copyright thing. But anyway, they're there. It's on a Kubota product tractor. I don't think I'm infringing on any copyrights. I hope not. And I'm not going to sell them, so don't ask, because she is a rule follower. She doesn't even go over the speed limit. Man, not going to sell them to you. All right, guys. What have we been on? 44 minutes. What do you think about... 6D Outdoors has a question for me. What do you think about the new updates on the BX? Which new updates are you referring to? Are you referring to the quick attach loader and the hydraulic coupler? Is that what we're talking about? Just let me know. I'll tell you what how I feel about them. You might even be surprised, but I'm not sure that's what you're talking about. So 6D, let me know if that's what you're talking about. All right. Do you know Kubota has more PTO horsepower on the BX23S than the 25R? Kubota has on the 23S, it has 17.7 PTO, or is it 17.9? 17.9 horsepower on the PTO. I don't know what the 1025R is, but I think it's very close. Yeah, I think it's almost the same, if I'm not mistaken. John Deere is great. Yep, they're good. They make really good large tractors that are really expensive. Let's see. Chad says, put one new Kubota sticker on the Flail mower. Just tell her you need to. I have some extra of those stickers. And the Flail mower today, just today, in fact, do I still have some orange paint on my hands? No, I don't. I was out in the yard 2 hours before I got on this live stream. I put a fresh coat of paint on my Flail mower. So you'll see that. That's going to be a video, I think, because I filmed some of it. I really didn't like some of the footage, but I still might make a video out of it because I need to get some content out there. Hey, Larry, have a good night. Take care. Go cut some firewood sometime soon. Of course, it's going to be pretty hot. You know what? Just stay in the air conditioning and go find a spot on the lake and hang out and enjoy it. You don't want to sweat too hard when you don't need to. All right. Still waiting to see what 6D outdoors. You need to get back to me. Are we talking about updates? Some updates that I don't know about that are on the newest ones? I don't know. I need to know, man. 17.2 PTO for the 1025R. Oh, thank you, Nate. Look at this. Nate says 17.2. Well, the Kubota is 17.9. Now, think of this. Kubota uses a 23 horsepower diesel engine. Okay. And they use a Kubota engine. The John Deere 1025R uses a 25 horsepower Yanmar engine. So which engine is, or which tractor is using their PTO power more efficiently? I'm not going to answer that. All right. I don't blame you. Yep. You go take a nap, Ben. You got to go visit Mickey Mouse and Goofy tomorrow, and you enjoy that trip. Have a good time. Do I still have the F-150? Let's see. Do you still have the F-150, and have you replaced the rocker panels yet? I have not replaced any rocker panels yet. And I still have it. Yep. Branson, 23 horsepower. It's a 23 horsepower on the 1025. Is it 23 horsepower? Or is it? I always thought it was a 25. Am I wrong? Is it 23? Maybe I'm wrong. Or maybe he's talking about the Kubota. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about one more thing, then I'm gonna leave. Let's see. I'm gonna bring this comment back up. Where was it? Oh, 60 did get back to me. I'm sorry. I missed that. Or you just did. There it is. The new style grill guard with the black color and the new handles on the levers. Those are good updates. At first, I wasn't a very big fan of that grill guard because I thought it was kind of flimsy. But it has like a sheet metal part in the middle, and then on the sides of it, it has some pretty solid steel braces. And I wasn't a huge fan of it, but now that I've had it, and I've ran over plenty of brush with it and stuff, and it does what it's supposed to. It keeps brush out of the grill. You're not pushing rocks with the thing, right? So it does its job. It works fine. Yeah, I don't have any problem with the new style grill guard. The old style was heavier, beefier, and it served its purpose, but the new style is great. Not a problem. The new handles on the levers are fantastic. Okay. Huge upgrade from the BX25. and anything older than that. On the new BX80 series tractors, the longer handles just on the 3-point lift, to have a little bit of a longer handle is so much nicer when I'm plowing snow, because I'm using that up and down lever constantly all the time. My hand pretty much stays on it the whole time, or I'm looking for it, and it's so much easier to find. I don't have to reach down as far. Yeah, it's way better. So in fact, I wish it was about even 2 inches longer than it is now. So maybe that'll be a modification that I can do before winter if I remember. But the problem is, I'm not going to remember that unless I rewatch this video sometime and I remind myself. And that's sometimes why I make videos, for me, so I can go back to them and remind myself, oh yeah, I talked about that in that video. I should probably do that. All right, you guys, there's 17 of you here. We're dropping off like flies. No, there was 27 of us here once. Oh, and now there's 19 people. Somebody just showed up. Who is it? Speak up if you just popped into the room, and if you have any questions about tractors, especially on the BXs. I know I rambled a lot today. Talked a little bit about the vacation that we went on, talked about the truck and the flail mower and the whatever else I talked about. Make myself a note. Nate, I'm not going to take notes. We're not in school. Goodness sakes. All right. Good to see everybody come in. I really appreciate you guys. Project with Paul. It's me. Hi, Paul. Just pop in. I was just closing things out, Paul. So I'm sorry. You can always rewatch this, though. I think it's recorded in YouTube somewhere. Maybe, maybe not. All right, I'm going to leave. So you guys have a good night. Let's wrap this thing up. And yeah, it's good to have a chat, isn't it? So you guys, like I always say at the end of every video, keep on tractoring and God bless. Good night, everybody.